guys, it is Friday. I'm at the house by myself. The girls are at home with my mom, so I just came here for a few hours to hopefully get some really good cleaning done. This will hopefully be an exciting episode, an exciting week, because we're going to be starting to sand the hardwood floors to eventually refinish them. I know I had gotten a quote a few episodes back from a company, but the more that we've been doing this, my husband has just kind of been deciding that he wants to do it himself, or at least try to do it himself. We're going to be starting to sand tomorrow on Saturday, so I'm here in the house now to prep because the floors are filthy, and even though we're going to be sanding, I don't know, I don't want to come into the house and have it dirty tomorrow and then just make it dirtier. So I want to get up all of the drywall dust and all the spackle dust from when the guy fixed the walls and just pick up generally around the house. So I'll show you real quick what it looks like. So I already started, but the whole mantle was covered in all sorts of random renovation things that I've either thrown in that wheelbarrow garbage or in a garbage bag, and then I just went ahead and vacuumed it. And I'm trying to find my wipes because I want to wipe it down. But this whole room I want to just really get as clean as possible. This is a lot of extra tile that we can return that we haven't used, you know, from the bathroom project. But the bedrooms is where we are going to start, so that's what I really want to prep and clean the floors and get the rooms as empty as possible also, because you know, we can't be sanding with anything in here. So the floors are filthy, so we need to get those worked on. This bedroom has like our mattresses in it because we didn't want to put them in the garage, but now I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with those while we're working, but I gotta clean that room. And then this room with all the, you know, the border, the wallpaper border that was around, it's now all on the ground. So hopefully also next time you see this, it will look much cleaner. All right, so this is as far as I got. I really didn't do anything in the living room, but I got the fireplace totally cleaned up, and then I really focused mostly on the back bedrooms. So, I mean, the floors still look dirty, but that's because this is the room that they were cutting the tile in, so it's really like cemented onto the floor, but I got the surface layer of dust totally off. And then the hallway, and then this back bedroom here, and this one too. This one was not nearly as dusty as the rest of them, but that's pretty much as good as it's gonna get, and then the sander will take care of all the rest.
All right, we're doing some sanding today. We went to these drum sanders. It's got a big belt. And we're gonna try to finish these floors this week sometime. So I ended up getting this is what they call an edger or edge sander, because with the big sanders it's kind of like impossible to get to all these like really close edges. It's working pretty awesome. So this is how it's going. It's pretty awesome. It's not hard, it's just, again, it's time, a little bit of effort. And it's always, you know, feels good to have things done yourself. And my brother-in-law is knocking out the rest of the room, so I'll show you.
So I know I get asked sometimes about how do I get all these things done with two little girls and we're renovating a house. You know, how do I find the time to do things? I just want to let you guys know, it is midnight right now. I'm tucked away in a back bathroom at my parents' house to degloss these cabinets so that I can paint them tomorrow. We have snow coming tomorrow, so I'm trying to prep all the cabinets tonight so that I can, you know, paint them tomorrow. So I am just tucked away. The girls are asleep. They've been asleep for hours, and I just put on a podcast. I'm listening to the Young House Love podcast and getting things done so that I can work again tomorrow. So I think with anything in life, if you want to get it done, you'll always find the time to do it. And I'm really wanting to get this done, so I'm staying up late to do it. Okay, so today is Tuesday, the 14th, I think. We had a big snowstorm this morning. It actually was a lot more like freezing rain and sleet that was coming down this morning. It was so loud, it woke us all up in the morning. But basically we had a snow day, so Dan was home from work and I took advantage of the day, and actually yesterday thought ahead and bought all of the paint supplies that I would need to paint our kitchen cabinets, because I had them all here at my parents' house already. So I brought them all down into their basement and set up a little painting station, and I wanted to show you guys how they look right now. I'm not done. And I filmed separate footage so that I could do like a how to paint kitchen cabinet video, assuming that it turns out fine. I tried a new product that I've never used before, and I'm not positive how they're gonna turn out. I've only ever painted kitchen cabinets one other time. This is my first time doing it and wanting to do a good job, but also not wanting to do like tons and tons of, you know, prep work, and I don't know. So I picked chalk paint, to make a long story short, and I think it looks great so far. So let me just show you how they're looking right now. So I'll insert a picture of what they looked like before, just in case anyone doesn't remember. And I painted them with this Rust-Oleum chalked ultra matte paint in linen white. They only had, I think, 3 colors, so that really made it easy for me. I really hemmed and hawed for a long time over what kind of paint to use, what color to do, but ultimately decided white would be the most classic. And I mean, with this paint there was only one option of white, which made it even easier for me. So as you can see, I think that there's fantastic coverage. These have 2 coats of paint on them, and not to give out too much information because I do want to do a separate video just to be more like, you know, in depth in that video. But basically I didn't sand them. I brushed on the first coat with a brush so that I could get into all of these crevices. These 2 are like a decorative cabinet doors. These are the only 2 that we have, and they had stained glass inside of them, so we took out the stained glass. We're gonna hopefully get some new glass cut to put inside those. I think that they're looking pretty great. I'm very hopeful for how this is going to turn out. I did buy the same Rust-Oleum top coat. I had to order it on Amazon. They didn't carry it at Home Depot. So I did have to order that, and it should be in soon. And I did order also my hardware. That should be coming in pretty soon, and you know, I can share that with you when I get it. So my only rookie mistake so far is that I didn't let the first coat fully dry on these 3 doors, and I tried to roll on top of the wet paint and it started to, you know, pick up some of the paint. So I'll just have to go over that section one more time. But I think it's turning out really well. I will probably do at least 1 more full coat, if not a 4th, but I think 3 will probably be enough, and then I can move on to the top coat when I get that. So as far as the refinishing the hardwood floors goes, we are not finished yet. Dan did sand down all of the floors twice. He did the, you know, the coarse grit to get all the stain off, and then a fine grit to sort of smooth everything out, but he's not done and still needs to rent the edger again and get underneath like all the baseboards and things like that. Now at this point, we're kind of still like on the fence about what to do next. Dan was going to just go ahead and do the whole thing. Now he's thinking maybe he's, you know, not positive in his skills to be able to finish it right. So we're thinking maybe to have the floor guy come in and sort of evaluate what we've done so far, maybe give us a discounted rate because we've already done a bulk of the work. He just has to finish sanding and stain. So we've already did make an appointment with him to come and see the floors again. I think it looks great, to be honest. I think that the floors look very, you know, smooth, and they look like they're ready to be sealed, but we're not experts and we don't really know what it's supposed to look like before it's ready to be sealed or stained and everything. And because we are going with a dark color, I'm a little concerned about like splotchiness or anything like that. I feel more comfortable letting an expert do it, but if he wanted to go ahead and do the whole thing, I supported that. But he came to me and said, you know, I'm not really that confident in, you know, my skill thus far. Like, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, and I don't want to mess it up. So why don't you call the guy and see if he can come out. So today's Tuesday. He's supposed to be coming either like Thursday or Friday, so hopefully he will be coming. So this episode is not very exciting. Not much has been like wrapped up this week, but we did start a few projects, and hopefully next week we'll have more to share. So thanks so much for watching. As always, give these videos a thumbs up if you're enjoying them. If you're not yet subscribed, definitely click that button and join us on this renovation journey. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.